Hi, Collective. I'm Ancient. Let's go ahead and see what messages are coming in. Wow, we have the Ten of Cups. We have the Emperor at the bottom of the deck. Okay, so behind the Emperor at the bottom of the deck, we also have the Magician. And behind the Magician, we have the Four of Cups. Okay, so there could be somebody that you two that mean, excuse me, somebody that you're rejecting, doesn't matter your gender. You could be an emperor and empress, but there's somebody here that wants to be your emperor and empress, and you're rejecting this person. It's like some of you could be rejecting your own manifestation, or this could have happened to you in the past where somebody manifested you, and then when you showed up in their life, they rejected you because it felt too perfect. Because we do have this Ten of Cups here. Now, this could also be a prediction for the future as well. Tell me about the Ten of Cups. Okay, so we have the Three of Coins, the Three of Pentacles here. All right, so some sort of positive news. If you apply for, some of you could be getting into a program at school. Maybe you apply to a specific school or program. It looks like you're going to get into that school. And also you're going to meet a lot of like-minded people within this program or school or whatever, and you're going to really enjoy yourself. Some of you could be moving somewhere where it's like a lot of greenery, very beautiful space. It could be somewhere where there's like a lot of hills with a lot of green, a lot of different colors. Some of you could live in a space where there's a lot of color. So I'm thinking of like an island somewhere. Tell me about the Three of Coins or the Three of Pentacles. But yeah, it's something about happiness as well. I'm also getting a celebration. So if you get into some sort of program or somebody could be graduating or whatever, there's a celebration here, Ten of Cups and the Three of Pentacles. Like your family's going to celebrate you. Your family could throw you a party or something. We have the moon. The moon represents things that are hidden. Let's see what is hidden. We have the moon. There could be, of course, there's going to be jealousy, right? There could be hidden competition, jealousy, but for the most part, your family, close friends are going to be very happy for you. But with the moon here, the Five of Wands did kind of come out. There could be a little bit of jealousy. I mean, it is what it is, right? Even our family members sometimes could be jealous of our success. But jealousy is really just a sign of insecurity. There's no reason to be jealous. You can also progress your life through hard work, energy, and effort, taking action, focusing on yourself. That's how you progress your life. So there's no reason to be jealous of somebody else's accomplishments. Tell me about the moon. Makes no sense. I don't know why people, you know, I'm gonna say this. I don't know why people, especially your own family, I don't know why family members don't support other family members, especially when it comes to money, um, and success. Because when you support your family will support you, you know? Um, so I've never quite understood that. And you're connected. It's your bloodline. So you're all connected. Tell me about the moon. So when your family elevates, in terms of status, like you move from poverty, and you move from the social hierarchy from poverty up into, maybe a social high class social standing, depending on what your culture is. It also raises the vibration um of your family's lineage. Okay. Tell me about the moon. We have judgments. So secretly, okay. So behind the scenes, secretly, family is going to be judging you, stuff like that. But like I said, it is what it is. But judgment, I'm also getting where there's something that you're going to have to make a decision. Okay, the world. Hmm. Okay. I feel like whatever's coming. Like you've reached a certain level of, okay, so with judgment here in the world, this lets me know all the lessons that you needed to learn, they've all been learned. Okay. So all the lessons that you needed to learn, they've all been learned. Okay. Um, Tell me about the world. And they've all been learned as it relates to the Knight of Wands. Okay, so the lessons that you had to learn had to do with relationships and making decisions based off of other people. So that I feel like a lot of you in the past could have made financial decisions, work related decisions, school related decisions. Maybe some of you moved across country for someone, it didn't work out. Some of you could have not taken a position because you wanted to stay with a person and didn't work out. So it has a lot to do with choosing people who are flighty, or recognizing people who are inconsistent and not choosing them, and basically choosing the right path for yourself. And I feel like with the Nine of Wands, you recognize that you could have had one final test. There could have been a Nine of Wands, doesn't matter your gender, a man or a woman that could have come towards you. This could have been an ex. This could have been somebody new, someone you were getting to know, but they were in this Knight of Wands energy, or still in this Knight of Wands energy, and they were trying to get you to put energy into them. Um, but this person had plans, like, I don't know, they just had this weird flighty plans that as soon as they get you to invest, they were gonna um be in this like fight or flight energy. This person's very sneaky, and I think you recognize that, so that's why you chose not to entertain them, but they're still waiting for you, but you're not choosing them because you know that you have there's a better path for you, a new direction. Okay, tell me more. What's coming with the Ten of Cups here? Wow, we have the Hierophant and we have the Three of Swords. Okay, so this is what's sad about it. Some of you, some of you may literally have to relocate. Okay, with the Ten of Cups here in the world, there's a lot of energy around moving. Um, and there could be a family member, could be a Taurus, could be a mother or father. This could be siblings. Uh, it's going to really hurt someone. They're going to be sad that you're leaving, but they're proud of you. Because some of you may have to move to go to school, move to take on a new job or something, but they're going to be proud of you. Tell me about the Three of Swords, the Ace of Swords. Why is the Ace of Swords here? Death. Okay, so the Hierophant with the Three of Swords, disappointment, Ace of Swords, and then the Death card. Okay, give me one more card for this. Tell me about the Ace of Swords and Death. Page of Coins. I feel like there's multiple energies that's trying to get in contact with you, or trying, or that will try to find a place in your life. They'll try to maintain space in your life. You're not having it. Something like that. You're not. Tell me about the Page of Cups. Six of Swords, minimal contact with this person or people. Because I just feel like whatever this new place you're moving to, or something, there's something that you need to really just focus on, and I feel like you're going to be selective with who you have around you, and there could be a lot of people that are magnetically attracted to your energy because they can feel that success is right around the corner, or you are currently um in the pre stages of your success, and these people are picking up on it. That's what I feel. And they're coming around, or they will come around, or this could just be one person. We have the Page of Swords. Okay, so somebody is lurking. What about this Page of Swords? Who is this person lurking in the shadows? Okay, so Ten of Swords is somebody that betrayed you. Someone, you could have the person blocked. This person hurt you in the past. They're still lurking. You're not speaking to this person here with the Ten of Swords. And we have the Nine of Wands. Yeah, you cut this person off completely. They were causing more drama, causing more pain than anything. This was a situation. Okay, so this could be a earth sign, Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn, that you completely cut off. This person was just kind of aggressive. And I feel like they also had a lot going on just within themselves. They had a lot going on within themselves. Um, like this person could have already been damaged before you met them, but I feel like when you did meet them, they were not fully healed, and they could have been taken out, like past traumas and past relationships out on you. Tell me about this person is under a lot of pressure still. Has nothing to do with you. Could be whatever their situation is. Tell me about the King of Pentacles. Yeah, yeah. This person is extremely damaged. We have Justice. So this person's getting karma. Okay. Whoever this King of Pentacles is, this person could have Libra in their chart somewhere. They could have Mars in Libra. We have the Ten of Wands. Okay, so whatever the karma is that they lost you. You also put up strong walls. You're leading through your head and heart space, meaning that you're making wise decisions. Okay. And although, like, you're following your intuition, but you are working out of your headspace. You're not being overly emotional about the situation or anything like that. Because if you were to lead with your emotions, you could fall back into old patterns. You recognize that. And I feel like that was one of the lessons that you've also learned about um making head over heart decisions, no matter what your heart feels, because that's just emotions, making wise decisions, practical choices in your life as relates to people, your finances, work, whatever it is. I feel like those were lessons that you had to learn. And it could have even been just, being loyal to the wrong people, friends, family, whatever, and you kept getting backstabbed because you kept feeling sorry or thinking, okay, this is my friend of 10, 20 years, and or this is my family. No, you're starting to recognize people, embodying the King and Queen of Swords, moving from a place of logic and realizing no matter if it's your family, friends, lovers, people will always be people, and people also have their own karma, their own karmic debt, their own woundings, their own emotional patterns that they're dealing with as well. And recognizing that you can't assume just because you're doing good for people that they're going to give back to you. That your job is to lead with logic and pay attention to red flags, cut people off. You don't have to be rude. Speak your truth, be honest, be direct. Recognize when someone isn't being transparent. Recognize when people are being secretive, and learning how to cut them off, and still do it from a place of love. Because you could cut people off and still have feelings for them. I feel like the greatest love on earth is sacrifice. If you could still, it's fair to say I love you, but I can't be with you because you're not right for me. And a lot of people cannot do that. The people that can do that are people that are vibrating at the energy of the emperor and empress, because that means they embody everything because they get it. Instead of saying, well, I love him, I love her, but yet the person is still abusing you, still lying to you, still manipulating you. And you keep putting yourself in that situation over and over and over again, and you're getting the same outcome. And then you keep meeting that same type of energy over and over and over. and you're blaming those people. But the truth of the matter is, it's not so much about blaming people, it's recognizing the patterns within yourself and saying, why am I attracting the same type of man or same type of woman? There must be a lesson that I need to learn about myself. Because if you keep attracting the same energy, that means that you hadn't, that means that the previous situation, there was something that you haven't learned yet. And the universe, and that's just how it works, y'all. And I know people get triggered, they get irritated because they don't want to hear, but it's the truth. The universe will continue to send you the same type of person in situations until you learn. That's just how it is. It's like you're not going to graduate to the next level until you learn. It's like going to school. The teacher will flunk you until you pass, you know? So it's like the same sort of energy. Like, why would the universe send you a healthy person when you're not healthy yourself? The way that you know you're healthy is being able to recognize when someone else is unhealthy and making moves according to, no matter if it hurts, right? Because you're like, you know what? I do like you. I have a crush on you. I have feelings for you. I love you or whatever. But this isn't right for me because you're hurting me and this isn't healthy. And what I'm doing, I'm trying to build something healthy and you're not recognizing it. You're taking advantage of this. So I can't deal with this. And then even if the person changes, sometimes it doesn't mean that they change to be with you. They just change to evolve themselves and grow themselves so that they could be a better person, not necessarily for you. That is another level of understanding, is realizing that people don't necessarily change to be with each other. They change for themselves to be better selves. Does it make sense? Like, because if you can't be in a relationship with yourself and love yourself, how the hell are you going to love other people? You just can't. Okay. So with Justice and the Ten of Wands, I feel like for a lot of you, you guys were dealing with somebody that was like that. And you had to learn a grueling lesson as relates to dealing with people who are imbalanced, who are unfair, and who were treating you unjust. Tell me about the Ten of Wands. We have Temperance. Okay. So with Temperance being here, we have the Five of Swords. Interesting. Tell me about the Five of Swords. Okay, so one thing you want to, okay, so I'm going to say this. I feel like it's irrelevant, but if this story that I'm about to say resonates, then this is what this person is thinking. If this person rushed into a relationship prior to meeting you, um, they're getting karma with that connection, whatever that karma is. And this person is upset with themselves for not patiently waiting here with Temperance and the Five of Swords with the Four of Wands. They they're not mad at you, but they're mad at themselves. They're angry at themselves for not being patient and waiting for the love of their life to come into their life, if that makes sense. So this person could have ended up in a connection with someone that they knew from the start wasn't the person for them, but they forced it. And it ended with Justice and the Ten of Wands. But then it also pushed you away, which it's their loss. You didn't lose anything. They're recognizing that they lost. Okay. All right, let's move on. Like, who cares, right? I just heard somebody say, who cares? We got the Ace of Wands. Okay, that's a new beginning. See? Someone pushed you away and now you're gonna have this new beginning. And it's been like that for a while. But anyway, so let's move on to the Ace of Wands, the new beginning. The Queen of Wands. The Queen of Swords at the bottom of the deck again. Yeah, see, you know what's so crazy about this? Whatever that drama was, it motivated you. It just pushed you to be better, to strive for something great. Some of you could have been dealing with a Virgo. Because the energy of Virgo, whether it's a low vibrational Virgo or Virgo, oh, okay, see, I just picked up the Hermit. Yeah, some of you are dealing with a Virgo, or the person has strong Virgo in their chart. Even if this person is a low vibrational Virgo, or Virgo who is unaware of what their energy brings, right? Because each sign, right, sun, moon, or rising, when you attract those type of energies, they, like a Scorpio, for example, is a sign of transformation, right? Even if it's a low vibrational Scorpio or a high vibrational Scorpio, the transformation is painful. Meaning, like, if you deal with a low vibrational Scorpio, I'm just using an example. If you deal with a low vibrational Scorpio, their job is to transform you. But the transformation, so like if the person's toxic, if the Scorpio's toxic, if they're being manipulative or whatever, you're supposed to recognize that energy and move from it and grow from it. That would be the transformation. Instead of just sitting there blaming the Scorpio person and saying, oh, the Scorpio's manipulative, they're liars, they're, this and that. Well, we'll move on from them. You see what I'm saying? So some of you could have been dealing with a Virgo, and Virgo is the sign of change, but it's about reflection. And it's also about going within and accepting the past for what it is, taking what you learned from the past and moving forward. And it's also the sign of perfection, practicality, and being your best self, which is Virgo. And it's also the sign of being disciplined and organized. So some of you could have met a Virgo who energetically, what you didn't realize is this person sent you on a new path um that kind of grew you or motivated you. Okay, like for example, maybe you're like, I'm gonna show this person I'm better than what they think. It's almost like a glow up. Okay, that's what I'm trying to say. This Virgo could have motivated you to glow up, in ways of, in the nature of saying, I'm never going to attract somebody like that again, or I'm never going to deal with a man or a woman like that again, or I'm going to be aware, like that, or I'm never going to be left alone again. It's stuff like that. It's like the person motivated you to go through a transformation through self-reflection. Does that make sense? Um, so that's what I feel here with the Ace of Wands. I know that was a long explanation. I'm talking a lot, but that was the Ace of Wands and the Queen of Wands. Okay, I just saw, I'm gonna put it back in the deck because it flipped and fell, and I don't take cards that fall. Um, let's see. I could pick up this card. How come I can't pick this card up? All right, let's see. Tell me about the Ace of Wands and the Queen of Wands. Ace of Wands, Queen of Wands. Five. Five of Pentacles and the Ace of Cups. Yeah, see, you took that pain, whatever that pain is, and it pushed you forward into a whole new path. Like, you didn't lose out. You're showing up as the Ace of Wands and the Queen of Wands. Doesn't matter your gender. It could be the Ace of Wands and the King of Wands. You just, like, it just pushed you forward. You chose not to be breadcrumb. You chose not to lose out. You chose not to, I mean, you could have been a little sad for a little bit, but you pushed through. And now the Ace of Cups is here. Because you know that you were coming from a good place. We have the Nine of Swords, and we have the Seven of Wands. The situation, though, I feel like it taught you to not necessarily be guarded, but be practical with your heart and logical. Um, yeah, to like protect your heart. This girl on this card, she has her hand over her heart. It's like this situation taught you to protect your heart. So, which is good because this lets me know that you're going to be attracting suitors, or you're going to be attracting suitettes or whatever, who they're gonna work hard for your love. And it is what it is. And not work hard in an arrogant way, but they're gonna have to prove that they're people that you can trust before you let them in. That's what I feel. All right. Anything else coming through? The Four of Swords. This is saying for you to get some rest. Okay. If you're nervous, if you're thinking about things, get some rest. That's the outcome of this. Try not to overthink things. There's going to be a lot of positive changes because the Ten of Cups came out. There's going to be a lot of positive changes happening in your life. Um, just know that things are going to work out in your favor. So whatever it is that you're working on, it's going to work out in your favor. Just continue to, be in that King and Queen of Swords energy. Use logic. Be patient with yourself. But get some rest. That's what the Four of Swords is about. You needing to rest, okay? That's all I have. You. Thank you so much for listening. I'll talk to you soon.